Hi guys, I bet you've already heard that digital payment has become an essential part of daily life in China. Most Chinese people use WeChat Pay or Alipay for their daily purchases and rarely use cash. In this video, I will show you the whole process of how foreigners can bind overseas bank cards to Alipay, as well as some important tips for foreigners on using Alipay. And even at the end, I'll try to provide a testing method for QR code payment so that you can confirm that the payment function is fully available before your trip. Some of you might wonder, if I'm only staying for a short time, can I pay with cash in China? The answer is yes. In China, all merchants are legally required to accept cash payments. Otherwise, they'll be severely punished by the regulatory authorities. Of course, there could be times when it's hard to get change because of lack of small denomination cash. But in most cases, Chinese people will do their best to help you out. However, if you want to have a super smooth travel experience, I highly recommend you to set up either Alipay or WeChat Pay. It's best to do this and test it in your home country before you travel. This will make your trip to China much easier and more enjoyable, whether you are on a 144-hour with a free transit or staying longer. Before you start, you need to get three things ready. Of course, a mobile phone, a passport, and a suitable overseas bank card. Currently, Alipay supports binding debit and credit cards from 6 international card brands issued in overseas regions: Visa, Master, Diners, Discover, GCB, and UnionPay International. Among the 6 international card brands, UnionPay International doesn't charge any handling fee for any payment. For the other 5 brands, Visa, Master, Diners, Discover, and GCB, Alipay will charge a 3% handling fee when the single transaction amount is 200 yuan or more. When the single transaction amount is less than 200 yuan, all bank cards are handling fee free. By the way, Alipay is really secure. If the bank card you usually use is on the supported list, you can just use it to bind. There is nothing to worry about. Now let's get started. Step 1. Download and register. You can download the Alipay app from Google Play or Apple App Store. Generally, you can find 2 similar apps in the search results. One is Alipay and the other is Alipay Hong Kong. I suggest you choose Alipay instead of Alipay Hong Kong. Once it's downloaded and installed, open the app and click to agree to the privacy policy. Then we click Sign Up. You can sign up for Alipay using either a mobile phone number or an email address. Here we enter the email address, click Agree to the Privacy Protection Agreement, and then complete the CAPTCHA verification. CAPTCHA again. Now switch email and find the verification code that Alipay has just sent. Note that this email is very likely to be automatically blocked into the spam folder by your email client. After entering the code, we need to set the login password. And we should be a little bit patient here, as Alipay requires that the password be composed of both letters and numbers, and the number of digits should not be too few. Here we select the region. So far, we have completed the registration and accessed the homepage of Alipay. I strongly suggest you buy in your phone number later. This will make using Alipay smoother. Step 2. Real name authentication. First, we click Me tab at the bottom right corner of the app. In different versions, the tab here may be either Me or Account. Just click on it. Then select Settings at the top right corner. Click Account and Security. Then Identify information. Here we arrive at the Identify verification page. Choose country or region and document type. Then we fill in details like full name, passport number, and expiration date. After we submit, Alipay will review the information, and this usually doesn't take long. Step 3. Bind a bank card. We click Me or Account tab, then select Bank Cards. For the first-time operation, you need to set a payment password. Enter the password twice to finalize the setting. On the next screen, enter a bank card number. If entered correctly, Alipay will automatically recognize information such as the issuing bank of the card. Then click Agree to Terms and Add. As my account is already linked to both an email and phone number, Alipay just sent a verification code to my phone. Enter the verification code here, and the bank card will be successfully bound. You may have a few more steps when binding for the first time, such as entering the expiration date, CVV code, and other information. Just follow the on-screen instructions to finish the binding process. Alright, let's talk about some important things to keep in mind. 1. You must bind Alipay to your own bank card. The name on the bank card must match the real name on your Alipay account. 2. The exchange rate for payments is the real-time rate set by the issuing bank on that day. Alipay doesn't interfere with the exchange rate. 3. Currently, Alipay doesn't support recharging the balance from overseas bank accounts yet. It only supports recharging from bank accounts in mainland China. After binding an overseas bank card, all transactions made through Alipay will be directly deducted from the bank card. 4. If a transaction fails or the merchant initiates a refund, the money will be returned to the payment bank card the same way it was paid. If there was a handling fee for the original transaction, the fee will also be refunded along with the payment amount. The refund exchange rate is decided by the issuing bank. 5. Alipay offers online and phone customer service in both English and Chinese. The human customer service hours are from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Beijing time. To access human customer service, go to the account page and click on Help Center. Next, click the bottom button, then type in the question you have, and you'll enter the robot-assisted customer service interface. If you still can't solve the problem, type I need human customer, and the human customer service interface will pop up. 6. Alipay has a great real-time translation feature. It can directly translate many Chinese language pages into English. Finally, many of you might not be sure if Alipay will work in China after setting it up. Here, I'll share a way to test it. I can provide a fixed amount QR code worth 0.01 yuan. If you want to test, leave your email or WeChat ID, and I'll send you the QR code. If you pay successfully, I'll refund you that 0.01 yuan as soon as I see. But the refund speed usually depends on the interbank clearing time. I'm not sure if this will get my account flagged for risk control. If it does, I'll let you know in the comment section. Okay, that's all. Now you are all set to use Alipay for seamless digital payments during your trip to China. You'll be just like a local, only needing to carry a mobile phone when you go out. Have a great journey and enjoy the convenience of China's digital payment world. Bye-bye.